Welcome to that 80s show, and it's quite funny because Dori cannot hear me when I'm playing the music.
No.
So we just sit in the studio in silence, just looking around, hoping no one's stomach growls, hoping Noel behaves himself, because in that 80s show new studio today,
Yes. There's a strange man on the couch with us.
Curator Supreme of the Retro Fair, Noël Opperman, joins us again. It's always a treat when he makes his way from Pretoria.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Always a
Good to be back.
a treat and a level 8 bomb threat. You know what I mean? Like a code orange
Sex bomb
disaster threat. All right, you put it that way. Yeah, we are in a new studio. Maybe we do have a bit of a different sound. We have a lovely new couch that Dori and Noel are sitting on. Dori, do you know that Noel was the first man to sit on that couch?
And I'm the first woman.
Yeah, I had to make him put his pants back on. I said, please, Noel, this is a place of business.
Breaking ground, Yella.
I mean, it's velvet. I understand the impulse.
Do you want to put your butt cheeks? Now that I think about it, when you guys leave, I'm definitely rubbing up. Is that?
You will be the second guy to do that. What do you think I did when you went to get some water?
I thought the plastic smelled funky. I thought it came off way too easily. It was very moist. You know, as we do on that 80s show. Keyword moist.
Moist.
You will
My
hear
favorite.
a lot of moistness. Now, listen, I want to tell you guys something. AI is drunk. Do you guys know this? AI, drunk.
Drunk?
Everything in my world's drunk, so won't surprise me.
We watched a lot of AI-infused movies in the 80s. We know it ends badly. But AI got me this past week.
Ooh.
It got us on that 80 Show SA Facebook page. Everything you hear on today's show, you will find that 80 Show SA on Facebook. You guys want to hear what happened? Let me tell you what happened.
Was it one of those two truths and a lie?
Oh, no. I'm very capable of fucking that up myself. So, Noel, listen what happens here, right? I post up on that 80 Show SA Facebook page the article about the proposed Who's the Boss spinoff, right? So Tony Danza said we're going to do this thing. Alyssa Milano was in for it. That comedian
Sebastian Maniscalco,
who is basically Tony Danza regen.
Yes.
I mean, the first thing you see that is Tony Danza's son, and he was going to play Tony Danza's son. So anyway, I posted up, and it got, the show got cancelled or whatever. So I put on that 80 Show SA Facebook page. And this comes from Daniel Groenewald. He is great fan of that 80 Show. Daniel, I'll give you a shout out right now. Loves our content, shares our content, is judged by his family because of our content, but that's for his to deal with.
We appreciate you, Daniel.
So, this new thing that Facebook does, that when you see a post, it gives you this like little meta thing underneath that can summarize the story for you. So you don't have to go down clickbait rabbit holes. And he points out to me that it says underneath this photo, what is Paulo's relationship with Tony?
Yes, I saw that as well.
Right? So it's now gone, hold on, because when you post under that 80 Show, I post under Bless You, Dori. You can sneeze into the mic. Sneeze into the mic. You don't have to disguise your sneezes here. We just sneeze, you got to expel.
I sneeze very loudly.
You got to expel.
I sneeze violently.
Okay, well now that's a promise. It's not.
A threat.
Sneezes violently, loves politically.
Nice.
Yeah. So it says under there, what's Paulo's relationship with Tony? I was like, okay, Daniel, we'd love to see that response. So here, for the first time not for the first time in the world, it was on Facebook. It appears that there is a significant 80s sitcom dynamic between Paulo and Tony Danza.
Wow, okay.
Well, yeah, this is AI. While Tony Danza is famously the boss, Paulo occupies the role of the persistent neighbor who frequently drops by the Michelli household in hopes of seeing Alyssa Milano. What? This is AI. Data suggests that while Tony handles the housekeeping, Paulo is busy handling an unrequited crush on Samantha Michelli that has lasted 4 decades. Their relationship is best defined as a series of comedic misunderstandings where Tony protects the front door while Paulo looks for any narrative excuse to be written into the scene.
Wow, okay.
Okay, how did it get inside your brain?
I mean, what is going on here?
Because we know that that's exactly what you were fantasizing about all those years.
You said it's drunk. It sounds...
It does. It actually sounds undrunk.
Yes.
It sounds very
It's
sober.
spot
Sounds
on.
very, very sober.
Spot on.
So question 1, would you watch that sitcom?
Of course.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
2, do I have a chance with Alyssa Milano?
No.
I think you do.
AI seems to think.
She's a bit drunk at this stage of her life.
She's vocal,
Yes.
but I will fight you in the parking lot outside our window here if you say that again.
Just be sympathetic to the causes she's really into.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Be vegan or whatever it is that she's doing.
Okay, I could do that.
Pretend.
For a week.
Pretend.
You get vegan beer.
No.
No.
Sorry.
Yes. So Noel is often hanging around that 80 Show studio, and today we let him in. He got through our new security door, which I need to speak to the landlords about that. But Noel, the reason you are here is the first time we met was over on a weird group on Reddit. But the second time we met was around you putting together the most fabulous event. We're like, this is one of our people. We met you. You became even more of our people. And you are now in the third... Is it the third? Well, you know better
Third
than-
year, yes.
Third year, but your fourth event of the retro.
That's right.
Yeah, third year, fourth event.
Fifth event.
Fifth event. Okay, so then I missed 2. Well, no, I've missed 1. Anyway, you people understand numbers.
Not you.
Even me.
So, Retro Fair next week as we record this, Saturday, 28th March. This is the one, right?
This is the one,
This
yes.
is the one. We're going up every time.
We're going up because last year's event, it was the same date in Centurion. So I tried a little bit different things, different venue, different vendors, but it didn't quite work out because Centurion is on another planet. And this time I went back to basics. I've got a lot more vendors this time, a lot more entertainment. So yeah, it's looking good. It's growing and growing, and the response from the people have been phenomenal so far. So, guys, you have to come. If you want me to send you emails, send me money so that I can buy a computer.
Or else we'll just send your response on a postcard.
On a postcard, yes.
Now, Retro Fair is basically, if you listen to this podcast, Retro Fair is the live action version of this podcast, right?
Yes. Yeah.
A lot of 90s, but so much 80s, so much retro, right?
Yeah, I kind of not had to, but in the beginning, it was the idea behind it was to cater for Gen X, 70s and 80s. And then it started becoming this whole young generation millennial thing. So that lots of 90s music, pop culture from the 90s, Y2K, that whole thing. So it kind of evolved into this new thing that I didn't plan.
And Dori, you and I are like also blown away because Noel goes through a lot of care to find like old ads and print out old ads and just like put together, mostly in the bathroom where he spends a lot of time. But like he had like old posters from like those classic old posters, old like Lion Lager ads round
at
the bar.
Yes.
I mean,
Brute ads and
just Brut.
Old Spice.
Some of us prefer to say Brut correctly.
just like totally... There is literally a surprise around every corner at Retro Fair, and it's going to throw you right back into that nostalgia.
Well, that's the whole idea behind it. It's not a market, as I've said every time. I'm so scared that people think it's just another market.
This is not Broomer Lake Flea Market.
No.
You may get stabbed by Noel, but this is not
Yes.
Broomer Lake Flea Market.
It's a total memory reminder of things that you've forgotten over the years.
Things you forgot you didn't even know you forgot about.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the idea. You might get a sticker here and there that reminds you of something. I'm going to have lots of surprises hidden around the venue
Awesome.
for people. So yeah, it's just to remind us how wild and cool we were, and to remind the younger kids that Dad is not so lame.
My 2 favorite things about Retro Fair is the video store display, right? So
Mine too.
Noel has 5,000, I think it's 5,000 you said?
Yes, roundabout.
5,000 VHS and Betamax. You got a few Betamax in
Few
there.
betas, yeah.
Cassette videotapes. And he's builds a little video store that you can go and look at the videos.
Yeah.
And they got cassettes. You can buy them, right? They're for sale.
You can buy them.
You don't sell any
everything's
video.
for sale.
That was my thing.
We're in Gauteng.
Yeah, everything's for sale. My business opportunity last time was to set up next to that video store, sell old video machines. That's what I should have been doing.
Yes.
And then my other thing where I spend a lot of time, I got to go to the bank this week or rob an ice cream man. I need 20-cent pieces because Noel's got an arcade machine.
Yes.
And I got the high score in Contra. And if anyone's beaten my high score, you will know it's me, ASS.
Yes.
That's me. Second high score, DCK. And if anybody's
TIT.
if anyone's taken off my high scores, I'm fighting.
It is a free play though, so you don't need 20 cents.
So where my 20 cents is going now? I'm still robbing an ice cream man.
I have to make money
You have to
somewhere.
make money. I'm still going to rob an ice cream man. So, I mean,
Yeah, that's just for fun.
yeah, I'm going to enjoy that.
So Noel, there is one thing I'm a bit sad that Retro Fair is family friendly, because I have a friend who has piles of old nudie magazines.
Okay, but
Going back.
Dori, talk to me.
Going back to like
this is a new
70s.
development.
Yes.
80s.
So Bunny Girl.
Look, he doesn't
and,
want to sell them.
Scope.
They're his collection, but he could, like, portray them. He
Yes.
could show them.
At the back of the video store, we could have a little curtain
Oh, yes.
and go through the curtain to go see the nudie mags.
Well, you guys remember when we first met, I wanted to build a Fontana cafe, like a corner cafe.
Yes.
So that's still in the making. So I thought of getting old Kier magazines and Huisgenote, but definitely old Bunny Girls. But you put them in wrapping.
Yes, the brown paper bags.
So you can't really see anything. I did, oh my goodness, this story. I went onto Marketplace to find these old magazines. And this one guy, I'm not going to mention his name, I can't remember, but he's somewhere in the Free State. He says he's got 3 magazines that he can sell, scopes. So he sends me these magazines. And I open the package and I look at it and I message him and I say, dude, this is not workable. I cannot use this. And he apologized for the water damage.
It's been in storage for a very long time.
Water damage. So Lara refused that I bring these things into the house. They're hidden somewhere in the garage. I cannot even throw them away because of
the source
water
of the
damage.
next pandemic. Everybody, you're hearing it here first.
I knew that story was going to end that way, but I'm still so surprised that story ended that way. That is amazing. There is no other way that story can end. Yeah, they were in storage for a very long time. Shame.
Yes.
Shame.
Yes.
So look, maybe take it from Dori's friend, where at least 25% maybe.
But remember, in the 80s, nothing was... We watched movies with no R ratings. So everything... If we're going to copy the 80s, those magazines are going to be in front of
don't
kids.
put them in brown bags. Go get little star stickers and put them on the nips.
Yes.
That's it on the covers. I'm telling you.
A lot of them will already have the stars, I think.
They should have.
Yeah.
They should have. The collection Noel got, no way of knowing. No friggin' way of knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pages
Do you
stuck together.
remember when the Hustler came out? They had a scratch and
Yes.
sniff thing.
Yes. I do remember that.
Like, I'm going to have to put 2 E's on the show this
But
week.
now you'd scratch the stars and then you'd ruin the print.
That's what happened
So
to
it
your
was-
chommy from Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's what he
scratched
did.
it with his penis.
3 E's.
3 E's. Oh.
Oh, God. But listen, the Retro Fair is not like that. It is family friendly.
But maybe one day we'll have Retro Fair Adult Edition.
Yes.
Retro Fair After Dark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Retro Fair After Dark.
Yes.
So, Noel, give us the details. Tickets at the door or pre-book.
Tickets at the door. It's cheap. It's $50 a couple. We're not there to make money from the gate. It's just to keep all the elements in Pretoria out, like everyone from Joburg.
Rude.
They're not keen on paying 25 Rand to get into anything. So it's a family-friendly thing. Dogs are welcome. It's an outdoor event. So we've got a DJ Crazy J. He's a legend in Pretoria. He's one of my good friends.
He did a mega mix last year while we're busy, because we're going to be there. We're going to be, Dori, I don't think you're coming, but Noel and I are going to be doing
I won't make it.
Yeah, it's going to be a boys only day.
boys only, filthy, put plastic on the couch. But he did a mega mix. He was at the
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
He did a mega mix last year. I mean, if I have to say Rick Astley into Depeche Mode into Modern Talking, beat mixed.
Yeah, he mixes beats, and I remember one of the events. This Tunny from next door came to complain about the noise, and that's the first day I met Jay.
Yeah.
And apparently I wasn't there, but Laura told me he looked her in the eye, and he just lifted the volume up so that he couldn't hear her anymore. So that's my kind of guy. Then we worked together at Railways Cafe. I had a shop there. He's the resident DJ there. So every night Jay is on the mic. He just works the crowd. It's a wonderful. So we'll have Jay. We'll have a bar where you can drink. There's some chairs and lounge
Give us your
areas.
other exhibitors, because I'm on a group with the guys and everybody wanted a shout out on the show.
Yes.
I will send the invoice afterwards.
Yes.
So just get as many in.
Yeah.
Because Paulo's,
We've
I
got
got QuickBooks. We're invoicing.
Yeah, do it.
We're
20
invoicing.
cents.
Yeah.
We've got a few characters, that's for sure. So we have Jackie and Graham from Weird Auntie Mildred, for instance. The horror type misfit vibe.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. They were one of the first vendors to sign up this year. Her write up on her Instagram page is dark humor, weird art, and terrible music. So, rockier clothing. It's old school rock and roll T-shirts and merch.
So
jewelry.
I can dress as Noel. I can cosplay as Noel.
You can cosplay as me. Yes.
That's a good plan.
Bohemia Retro, the last one to sign up last week. They have rockabilly clothing, retro clothing and furniture and accessories. She's helping me build the lounge area.
Nice.
We have a weird crystal, Pokemon crystal girl, Triskelion crystals. Not sure what the name means. I'm going to ask her. Fantastically weird and wonderful crystals. We have Timeless Physical Media. He was there as the Majestic last time, Logan. He's been there from the start. Old movies, old CDs and VHS.
Oh, I've heard of the Majestic. A friend of mine told me about it.
Yes. So he changed the name now to Timeless Physical Media.
Okay.
Another guy from Joburg, 344 Acoustics. Man, he makes the coolest shit. He takes old suitcases and he builds speakers out of them.
No ways.
So it's very vintage, very rich, very unique. Robin's Nest. Oh, Robin and her mom, so sweet. They make our royal icing cookies, like retro pop culture.
Oh, they're so
Yeah,
cool.
Dori
The
has
cool
them.
She was
designs.
also there from the start, so you will remember her.
Yeah.
She's got the best cookies. Did that sound weird? Sorry, Robin.
You know what? I think we expired ourselves on the the your package from
apologizing for our
Bloemfontein.
double entendres.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have our taco combi.
Oh,
We
delicious.
had Hernandez, the orange combi last time. We're getting Eduardo this time,
Okay.
the blue combi.
All right.
And on that
They have
note,
names.
they just won
Legit.
the best food truck in South Africa, according to the Restaurant Association.
Well,
Oh, wow.
So, yeah,
I'm
come
really,
on.
really getting FOMO now.
Dori.
Yeah, so
Maybe I must
Eduardo
make a plan.
is. I'm looking forward to Eduardo because he's blue, and the retro thing is blue. But they've just won the award, so I'm keen. We're eating winners this time.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's, again, I just got to walk away from that double
You
entendre.
just
Walk away, Paulo. I saw you, and
The cogs were moving.
we have Saker Baki this time. She also does gooey cookies. For this.
Okay, he couldn't hold it off any longer.
I'm only a child after all. I'm just a little boy.
So
You did say moist was the theme of the show. So.
cake pops, gooey cookies and cakes is all it takes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough. Yeah.
Don't.
motto for life.
That's our motto. Yeah.
Okay, so I can't be invoicing for that one.
Definitely not.
Mariette's Mega Music. If you meet her, you will immediately know who she is. She is a character in Pretoria. Lovely, lovely woman. Very eccentric. Fits in very nicely with what we're trying to do. She sells old record players and vinyl records. Furious Kitty. Oh, yes. So
Like the name.
Yes. So she's a professional cosplayer. Okay, so Furious Kitty is going to debut her new character, Supergirl.
Are we talking Helen Slater Supergirl?
Retro Supergirl. Short shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we do for the ladies. For the ladies, we have Catastros cosplay. So Adrian is this buffed up Power Ranger, man. He was there last time.
He's got the long hair?
Yes.
Yes. He's fantastic.
He is fantastic.
Not only for the ladies.
We also saw him. No, I'm no woman, but he is one tasty dish.
He was at Rage. He was at Rage as well.
Just before I kicked your asses at Pat Pat.
He looks like he looks like an extra in a Bon Jovi video. He could be like John Bon Jovi's stunt double.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, so he's back. He's been there from the start as well.
And it wasn't putt putt you kicked butts in, it was darts. We
right.
We held it in putt putt. I'm not gonna let that go.
Fair enough. All the tappet sports I came first. The drinking sports. Mystic Treasures. So they've got gothic type merch and buttons and all weird stuff. Candy cocktails, yes. So we've got a cocktail bar this time. We have bubble tea, Sweet Sips bubble tea, that 80s show, of course, and that's us.
A little bit of something for everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of things for Dori, who's not going to be there. If that sounds,
I'm so
all
sad.
the vendors, all the details, where can we find them?
Retrofair.co.za.
And we'll chuck them
So
in
have a
our
look
show
at the
notes.
photos of the previous events. It's really, really colorful, really vibey. As you said, there's stickers and posters and memories stuck up all over the place.
Will your famous badges be there, Noel?
Yes.
Noel makes the best
Of course,
badges.
badges.
Of course they
the
will,
best
yeah.
badges. And caps, like the one I'm wearing.
Yes, of course. I didn't punt myself.
His
So
own
I'm going to
stuff.
be there as Retro 012, a Retroflect, the merch shop, cool caps, shirts, apparel, merch, stickers, posters, everything that I love.
So we'll be doing a live, that 80 show will, where we can bring people onto the show. We can talk to them, find out about their weirdness.
Yes.
I want to go back to something that we spoke about a few weeks ago. Dori told me about, Noel, you might have heard this on the episode, E.T.
E.T.
That's it. The Michael Jackson album, right?
Right.
So Dori had this E.T. soundtrack, but done by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Which I was like, the more I thought about it afterwards, I was like, okay, no, I actually am aware of this, but of course I had to figure it out. Now, in that episode, I sang what I thought a Michael Jackson E.T. song would sound like. Right? And Dori laughed at me. Now, being the intrepid podcaster, I am an award-winning podcaster. You may not know this. I may never have mentioned it for multiple shows. So I had to go say, I'm going to go find the song. So now, just to take your mind back, here is what I said the Michael Jackson version of an E.T. song might sound like. Let me phone home. Let's phone home.
That was not how the song went, but
Let us
good
phone
attempt.
home. So that's what I thought it sounded like. So I went to go find the song. I went to go find the album, Dori. Here's what the song actually sounds like. And listen, I'm probably going to get sued by Michael Jackson's estate. His daughter is on the fucking warpath with everybody. But I'll take the chance.
You were very close.
Yep.
Good job, man.
Wow, that's
no wonder
nostalgic.
you've got all the awards.
Now, I'm just saying,
You just needed the music.
possibly in my brain, I'd heard that song somewhere before and it just went in like the old Rolodex on my brain,
Yeah, exactly.
put them together, or I'm a genius. Generational. Either or. So I have to go find out the story about this Michael Jackson fucking album, right? And what the fuck? Why is there a Michael Jackson E.T. album? So let me tell you the story about it. It was around about 1982. Now, obviously, Michael Jackson was going solo, and he had been approached by MCA Records, who said, listen, we want to do an audio experience around E.T. It's going to be a big movie. You're the biggest guy. You both kind of weird looking. You and E.T. fucking just work together.
Made of plastic.
And you like
Not
to...
yet. It wasn't. He wasn't yet.
But he was doing things with his fingers.
Okay.
Okay. So... And it was like Michael Jackson would bring E.T. to life in the story narration. The problem was Michael Jackson's record label went, hold the fuck on. We're releasing Thriller. No, like you can't do this before. The E.T. album did get released before Thriller was released.
Okay.
People weren't happy. There were suings going on. And just because of the amount of suing, it got pulled off shelves because they're like, fuck, you weren't supposed to release this. We've been waiting. They got sued. Epic Records sued MCA for $2 million. And it got pulled, and kind of everyone preferred that it didn't exist. That's why it's become such a collector's album, right?
Okay.
That little clip of a song played there is a song called Someone in the Dark.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Story of his life.
Right. And
Isn't an autobiographical.
it was put onto one of Michael Jackson's albums, though. It probably could have been put on Thriller. I think that was kind of the concession that they made. So that is the story behind it. And it just become, because of a weird story, it's even like, it's super difficult to find on YouTube, by the way. You kind of like really have to go through, like people have gone through like a lot of covert ways to hide it. And as soon as one kind of pops up, it gets taken down and disappears. My version might be the only surviving version you'll ever have.
Right.
Save it. Download it.
Here's the thing, though. You start, like Michael Jackson's weird, wacko. Call him Wacko Jacko. I remember back in the 80s. I then start finding another thing about Michael Jackson. Have you ever heard about his movie called Captain EO?
No.
Okay, no.
Okay, right. So Disney theme parks approaches Michael Jackson, says, we want you to make I don't know what to describe it. We want you to make a movie that's part of one of our theme park rides called Captain EO. It's a 17-minute movie that goes along with this theme park ride. At the time, it cost $30 million in 1986. $30 million in 1986, making it the most expensive film per minute ever made.
Wow.
Only ever flighted in theme parks, in Disneyland, Disneyland Park, Disneyland Paris, and Disneyland Tokyo. It was directed by Francis Ford Coppola and produced by George Lucas and executive produced by Michael Eisner, who is head of Disney at the time.
Is that your movie of the day now?
No, I've got even a better movie. So he's in this movie, and it's like the space opera type of movie where he's a character called Captain EO, and he's this leader of like a cosmic ragtag space bandits.
What does EO stand for?
Do you want to ask? EO.
Okay. I walked right into that one.
He's got a two-headed dwarf sidekick. And then all these fucking weird rubber-suited, very badly super flammable puppets and Michael Jackson.
It sounds wonderful.
Wait. So now they get assigned, because they're this ragtag group. None of the good guys can do it. They go, you know what? You guys make anything happen. You've got to go confront and take out the Supreme Leader. Now remember, you're on a ride through this whole fucking thing. The Supreme Leader is played by Angelica Houston.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay. And she's like this robotic mechanoid type of creature. So you go, there's going to be a big battle. He doesn't fight her. He sings to her. Okay. He's weaponized pop music.
That would kill me.
He's got 2 original songs. We Are Here to Change the World and Another Part of Me. Again, it writes itself. Like I'm almost insulted that the jokes are so easy to make. You know what I mean? $30 million for 17 minutes, all part of a 4D effect ride. But the seats are moving. Yeah. It's got like IMAX type screens of the days of where it's water hopefully splashes at you. You know, you get a lot of water damage.
Water splashing on you in a Michael Jackson concert is not something that
with an ET finger. Yeah, it's, you know, so it's just got this whole...
Sounds like a horror ride.
Yeah.
So
Trauma park.
Yeah.
It's basically Star Wars, described as Star Wars designed by a Vegas magician.
Okay.
And that's what it is. So thanks to the wonders of E.T.'s
So
Lost
hang on.
Album.
Thanks, Dori.
Where is this thing, though? Where
You can actually watch. I'm going to put the link. If you do have 17 minutes, you can
Okay.
watch the entire thing
Because I'm curious.
on YouTube. Now, to get the full experience, you may just have to like create the 4D effects yourself.
Yes, yes.
Right? Splash water, you know, shake yourself in a chair, you know. I do have a movie, though,
Yes.
along with Captain EO.
Okay.
it was kind of so, again, Disney went through a weird phase in the early 80s where they were like, you know what, everyone knows us for family-friendly stuff. Let's like do a little bit more risque, like a little bit more adult stuff, a little bit more, not quite like, 2 to 21, but kind of like 2 to 13 maybe. Let's kind of go out of it. Now, and there's a lot of weird movies that come out of that period. Now, this movie I'm going to talk about today, I got a weird feeling I found it. It's part of Noel's 5,000 VHS collection. I got a weird feeling I've seen it, that I've recently held the video box. So it's the only place that I could have done it. It is a movie that I could go and be very intellectual, that explores a period in time where we are at the intersection of Christianity and Christian beliefs starting to override and dissolve pagan beliefs in mysticism and magic, right? And it could be a movie.
Merlin type vibes.
But like Merlins are phasing out, old wizards dying because Christianity is now starting to take hold, right? And I could look at this movie as an exploration of that, but I won't.
But you're not going to.
I won't focus on that bit, right? So it does focus a little bit on that. We're on this Earth-like fantasy planet, fantasy land, that there is this happening, that there are starting to, churches are starting to appear, but there is still magic, but the lost wizards are all dying, right? So kind of like having this holdover. Our most powerful wizard in this movie, now I've written all the names down. You've got to go with me on the names and keep track of the names, right? The main wizard is called Ulrich of Kragenmoor. Okay. He's the most powerful wizard, right? And in this land, there is a dragon, right?
Of course.
Okay. The dragon is called Vermithrax pejorative.
Alrighty.
Good name for a dragon.
Yeah, well, if you're going to name your child Vermithrax, of course it's going to be a dragon.
Vermy. That's such a Pretoria deep cut. It's fun fact about that, George R.R. Martin loves this movie. So when he did Game of Thrones, there is apparently in one scene of Game of Thrones is a list of all the mystical dragons that he put this dragon's name in that list. So he loves this dragon. He thinks it's the best dragon they've ever had on screen. So that's Vermy the dragon. He's this dragon. And I'll tell you what he does. There's a character called Valerian who is a girl pretending to be a boy, and I'll tell you for very reason why. And then there's Galen Bradwarden, who is the man-child, the man, the boy child, the boy servant, the boy magician of Ulrich. Okay, so we with me so far. There's Ulrich, who's the magician, Vermy, or as Noel called him, Valerian,
yes,
a girl disguised as a boy, and then Galen Bradwarden. Now, Galen Bradwarden is the one person that you will mostly recognize from this movie. He's played by Peter MacNicol, who was Dr. Janus Poha on Ghostbusters 2. He's the one that kind of got first possessed. So he's very young looking, and then 7 years later, he's super old looking. Okay, weird looking guy. Now, in this land, why Ulrich needs to fight this dragon is because King Cassidorius has made a deal with the dragon that says, as long as I keep giving you what you want, you will keep me in power and not eat everyone in my kingdom and me. And this is the deal he has with the dragon.
That's a cool premise, though, for a movie.
Isn't that right? So, what is that deal? There is a lottery. Now, remember, this is a Disney movie where all the virgins in the land, their names are put in a box and drawn out and sacrificed to the dragon.
High school all over again.
To keep peace.
Okay.
Now, sacrifice a virgin to Vermy, I stay in power. Right. A Disney movie. Or the Epstein Files. One of the two. Okay. So this is the premise of the movie. So on the way to go kill the dragon, Ulrich gets killed. And now his man-child, Galen, has to take over. Now, Galen's cocky. He thinks he can go fight the dragon. Goes to fight the dragon, fucks the whole thing up, right? And now the king, Cassidorius, finds out. He goes, what the fuck is going on? Ulrich is dead. No one can fight the dragon. You tried. Now the dragon's pissed off. We got to get him extra virgins. Locks Galen up. While Galen's locked up in the dungeon, King Cassidorius' daughter, Princess Elspeth, she's quite a spunky gal. She comes down to say to Galen, what the fuck's going on? What's my father talking about? What's this deal he has? So Galen's pissed off. He's like, no, fuck this. My master's dead. I fucked up this mission. This is what your dad does, by the way, right? He sacrifices virgins to a dragon. And you know what? Your name's just not in there because you're the princess.
Not a virgin.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking the easiest solution is don't be a virgin in this place. Like,
That's all. You know, whenever I watch these things with the virgin, I'm kind of like, it's very easily solved. Like, as long as there's consent. But I mean, it's like, you know, it's not that difficult to get up. Anyway, so yes, quite right. You're the princess or you're not a virgin. Which again, Disney movie, they didn't go that far. They didn't go that far. So now she's pissed off. So she's like, no, fuck my dad. This is not fair. I thought he's a kind king. So she then goes, gets the box, takes all the other virgins' names out of it and only leaves her name in it. So at the next drawing of the virgins, her name gets pulled out. So she has to get sacrificed. And King Cassiodorus is like, oh, fuck, no. Like, I can't tell anyone what's going on. Then I'm, you know, people are going to hate me. They're going to riot. The dragon's going to, the whole thing's fucked. So what does he do? Does he sacrifice his daughter? Does he keep power? We could explore that, but we won't. So he goes to Galen and
I
says,
still don't even know what the movie's called.
wait. So he
Okay.
goes to Galen and Galen's like, hey, you're the only person who kind of knows how to do this. He says, you got to let me out. I got to go to my friend Valerian. The girl he thinks is a boy. Finds out Valerian has been disguised as a boy because Valerian doesn't want to get sacrificed to the dragon this whole time.
That is so Valerian.
Honestly, Valerian's dad is a blacksmith who now can make a spear to kill the dragon called Dragonslayer, which is the name of the movie.
Okay.
Yes.
Dragonslayer.
Okay. I do have that on
You
VHS.
do have that on
Yes.
VHS. I knew it.
Yeah.
I've heard the name.
Yeah.
Definitely haven't
now
watched it.
Off he goes to go kill the dragon, but when he gets there, this is so fucking bizarre. The princess, who had now been taken away, she's getting eaten by baby dragons. Little baby dragons. They eat her fucking foot off in a Disney movie. And when you first see the dragons, they look kind of cute, like when first like gremlins like first start like forming, when they're still small before they become... And they kind of look like that. And they look up at you and they're all like that cute little fucked up 80s animatronic style. And then they eat her foot off. And they've now eaten her alive. Again,
Goodness.
not Epstein Island, a Disney movie. Right? Because Galen now, he gets to learn the magic because he's not being able to control magic. He gets the glow. He gets the magic, kills the dragon. Princess is still dead. Okay.
His
uses the
master is
spear.
dead.
His master's dead. He's got a spear and he's got a chick now.
Galen.
Because he thought Valerian was going to just be his friend, but now it's a chick. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. Anyway, this whole magic thing's overplayed. I'm going to join the priesthood. Anyway,
What guys don't do for virgins, eh?
you know what I'm saying?
Will do anything.
So
Slay dragons.
what I don't like is that the king kind of like takes glory at the end of it. He just goes, I saved everyone.
Except his daughter.
Dragon's dead. Yeah, but you know, this is kind of the price you pay.
Are there any other well-known actors in this movie?
There are a few, but they're really like old ass actors. Like you'd probably know them randomly, but I'm not even going to name them.
Fair enough.
Sounds like a cool movie.
It's not I got to be honest with you, not the worst. It is Dragonslayer, and if you want it, you can try find it on YouTube, or you can just go to the Retro Fair and buy it from Noel.
Buy
Come
the
and rent it
VHS.
at the fair.
230 Rand because he's got to kick back half to that 80 show
Yes.
commission. So that's my movie of the week.
I don't really have a movie, but can I mention something cool?
Oh, you may.
I don't know if either of you watch One Piece, the
I don't.
series.
I've seen people on it.
So One Piece is, well, there's One Piece was originally a manga comic,
Okay.
then became an anime, and there are thousands of episodes, or like over 1,000 episodes of the anime. I've watched a fair amount of them, but they're now making a live action. We are currently on season 2.
Yeah, it's on
It is
Netflix.
largely filmed in Cape Town with an international crew. A friend of mine's doing stunts on it. Very, very cool. I wanted to mention because...
Is this one of your parkour friends?
Yes.
You know, Dori used to do parkour.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bjorn, shout out to Bjorn. I don't know if he's going to listen to this. I'm going to make him listen to it.
A parkour guy called Bjorn. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thought?
It's actually really fun. So my kid got me into this because ordinarily I would not watch a pirate show. It's not really my thing. But it's so much more than a pirate show.
Pirated shows? All
Yes.
about that.
Yes.
But it's more than that. It's not... I mean, of course it's about pirates, but there's actually so much political subtext. It's really, really interesting and really, really good. The latest season, they have just been super creative with the titles of the episodes, and I really want to mention some of them. They went very retro for the titles of the episodes. Not all 80s, some 90s, but there's an episode called Good Whale Hunting, which is a whale, funnily enough.
I get it.
Big Trouble in Little Garden.
Yes, indeed. If shot in Cape Town, Big Trouble in Gardens.
Well, yeah, but there's an island called Little Garden. It's actually this is one of the best episodes, actually. An episode called Wax On, Wax Off. You'd have to watch it to understand.
What Noel was doing on the couch. Gotcha.
One of the characters, her name is Nami. There's an episode called Nami Dearest. Reindeer Shames. There is a reindeer.
There we go.
Reindeer Shames. Deer and Loathing in Drum Kingdom. But my favorite episode, just in terms of the title, Whiskey Business.
Oh my God.
Whiskey Business.
That's going to be my stall at next year's Retro Fair.
Whiskey Business.
Whiskey
Do
Business.
you know
good
do you
plan.
remember our bar menu? So we
Yes.
had Huey Lewis and the Booze.
Yes.
We had the artist formerly known as Mince. So I love things like that. I love it.
So we're going to set up next year Whiskey Business, and Dori, you know what I'm wearing.
Okay. Oh, you're wearing your risky business shirt,
Whitey.
I'm wearing what I wore to Dori's 40th birthday party. That's what I'm wearing.
which was not a lot.
No.
Let's just be clear.
Let's just say I was
I haven't shown you the photo. I'll find it.
I was movie authentic in my outfit. Do you guys want to play a quick game of 280s Truths and a Lie to wrap up the
Yes,
show?
I always
Yes,
lose at
yes.
this. So yeah, bring
No,
it.
Me too. I know the answers. I lose at it.
One day I'll ask the questions. One day I'll turn
Yeah,
it
because
around.
you win every time.
Number one, Boy George. Haven't heard from him in a while. He's popping up everywhere lately. I
Yes.
saw a trailer that there's a Boy George documentary coming to Netflix, but I can't find it on Netflix.
Yeah, and he also released a new song now, collaborating with someone famous. I'm not sure. I can't remember who. But he was my favorite when I was young.
So, factor number one, Boy George is due to compete in this year's Eurovision. Remember, I'm going to give you 3 facts. 2 are true, 1 is a lie. So Boy George is due to compete in this year's Eurovision. Number 2, Madonna's son used to play for Portuguese football club, Benfica. And number 3, Danny DeVito was the original choice to voice Homer Simpson. So 2 are true, 1 is a lie. Boy George to compete in this year's Eurovision. Madonna's son played for Benfica. And Danny DeVito was in line to be Homer Simpson. Do you guys want to phone each other as friends?
Yes.
Do you want to confer?
I think Boy George
should we
is-
ask Telefun Quack?
I think Boy George is the lie.
I think Danny DeVito is the lie.
You think Danny DeVito is the
But that does make more sense. Boy George is too big for... Look, he's not a boy anymore. Let's just get
Man
that.
George.
Man George is just George.
George, I think he should.
Yes.
Also,
But
Eurovision.
George is
Where
George
does he
Michael.
live, though? Where does he live? Because Eurovision is European countries.
Yeah, he's in England.
So
England, well, Australia competes in Eurovision, so I think it's a bit of a free for all.
that's a weird anomaly.
Yeah, that is. I think it's Boy George.
I think
That's
Boy
the
George
lie.
is the lie.
You know, I thought Noel was going to stump me there because he knew about Boy George's new song. So that one's true. So Boy George he actually has appeared on someone's song, Sen Hit, San Marino artist, so probably due to be interviewed by the celeb savant. Sen Hit has got a new song, and Boy George features in it. The single's called Superstar, and it's San Marino's representative or entry for Eurovision Song Contest. As it stands, it will compete in Eurovision, and Boy George is lined up to make an appearance.
That's wonderful. Okay. So I'm
Okay.
going to watch Eurovision this year.
I watch Eurovision every year.
Eurovision
I
is
fucking
an
love
unmissable
Eurovision.
event. I'm sorry.
It's
It's the
so
best.
80s. It's so
So
80s.
camp in 80s.
Okay, so now you've got 50-50. Madonna's son used to play for Benfica. And
Yeah, I think that's plausible.
Dori, confer with your teammate there.
I don't know. I'm gonna let you guess it. You're the guest. Guess it.
Okay. I think Danny DeVito was not meant to play Homer Simpson. That's the lie.
That is correct. So Madonna's son did play. He was a youth player at Benfica at 11 years old. That's the stage Madonna even moved a whole family there. She moved a whole family to Lisbon and she was living there while he was there.
Okay.
My very first love,
Madonna.
Madonna.
No.
1984's. She had this belt buckle on her Like a Virgin cover that said Toy Boy. And I was like, I like toys and I'm a boy. This can work.
It was kind of like, and it was very intentional. The Madonna's sex phase was like kind of like, yeah.
It was all of our sex
Such
phase.
an awakening, yeah. Did you ever have a friend who saw the sex book?
Oh, dude, that is...
Yes.
Okay, so if there's anyone out there who has a copy of this book, I'll take it with water damage. Well, it's made
Water
out
damage.
of aluminum, isn't it? The cover is
yeah, apparently
like
it's
a
quite
hard
sturdy,
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love a copy of that.
Because we heard legends of people who had seen
Well,
it.
I've seen all the photos
Yeah.
inside, but it was sold out. It was a phenomenon.
Yeah.
But can you just imagine? Vanilla Ice is in there.
Yeah, he is in there. He is in there. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, he is in there. Being rubbed. His eyebrows are like up,
Yeah.
standing to attention.
Naomi Campbell is also in
Yeah.
there. And of course, Madonna is in there.
Danny DeVito is the lie. He was never in line to be Homer
Okay.
Simpson,
Okay.
but he did subsequently play Homer's brother, but he was never part of the original. But they
Okay.
never expected Simpsons to get that big.
Right.
Yeah, it was just supposed to be
I
like a
remember
little
I was in,
skit thing.
I think, Matric 1992 when it came out, and it's still going.
This has been That 80 Show. We hope to see you at Retro Fair next week. Come say hello.
Where's the venue, Noel?
Menlo Park. So it's the Dross Day Hall in Menlo Park.
Put that in your GPS and come say hello and buy us a drink. I think that's only fair.
Yes. of
Thanks
course.
for joining me, guys. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.